Brothers and sisters, my theme tonight is living evolution. For if we live true to what we know about evolution, if we live evolution, then our species may live. Some people come to me and say, Brother Charlie, why do you preach evolution? And I look at them and I smile and I say, because I want to know my roots. I am proud to look back over 5 million years of hominid evolution and trace my lineage all the way back to Australopithecus africanus. I'm proud to be descended from a tree shrew. See, the way I look at it, my family's been on this planet since a long time before anybody's relatives came over on the Mayflower. And let's not just talk about hominids and primates tonight. Let's talk about giraffes and woolly mammoths. Let's talk about algae and plankton. Let's talk about pterodactyls tonight. Oh, let's talk about ginkgo trees. The pageant of creatures, brothers and sisters, that have lived on this planet stretches back further than we can comprehend. It's more magnificent than any Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Oh, praise Darwin! Can you shout, praise Darwin? Praise Darwin! Don't be ashamed to praise him. People tell me things never change. I tell them straight out they couldn't go fishing 500 million years ago because there was no fish. 200 million years ago, you couldn't get a glass of milk because there was no mammals. So don't tell me there's no change. When in 1986, you can sit down in a fancy restaurant and order filet of sole with cream sauce. If you don't believe what I say, just look it up. Just read the fossil record. Somebody shout, praise Darwin. Friends, the story of evolution. The story of evolution is the greatest story that's ever been told. You're getting lively on me. I like that. It's a story that stretches back 4 billion years, and it still isn't done. It's a story. You just keep calling out. Doesn't bother me. The story of evolution. Oh, I'm going to preach it tonight. The story of evolution is a story that crosses oceans and continents. It's a story that boggles the mind. It's a story so rich, some people spend lifetimes studying it. It's a story so powerful, some people spend lifetimes trying to disprove it. Oh, glory! I say glory to evolution. And glory to the scientists who are telling us that story. Praise Louis Leakey. Praise Mary Leakey. Praise Richard Leakey. Praise Donald Johansson. Devoting years and years of their lives to digging and sorting through stones and bones to discover the story of our origins. And friends, when the Leakeys started finding the fossil remains of our early hominid ancestors in Old Duvai Gorge in Tanzania, did they leave those remains where they found them? Did they throw those remains on the garbage dump? No. No, those remains, brothers and sisters, those remains were saved. Let's just give the science of archaeology a big hand right now, shall we? Now hear me. We are standing at a crossroads in time. Inside each and every one of us, there is a terror that we may be coming to the end of the story of evolution. We don't know if it's a nuclear nightmare that's going to get us, or a toxic tragedy, or a population explosion, but we're worried that we're going to end up like the dinosaurs, an evolutionary dead end. 100 million years ago, Tyrannosaurus Rex ruled the earth. You know, a lot of people make fun of dinosaurs for not being too smart. Gigantic creatures with sharp teeth and pea brains. Some of them dinosaurs had one brain in their head and one brain in their tail. But I'll tell you something. The dinosaurs may not have been smart enough to invent microwave ovens and spot removers. But they didn't blow themselves up. They did not invent a way to destroy all life on this planet. No. No, that takes intelligence. Shout praise Darwin, someone. Don't be ashamed to praise him. Now hear me. The atoms and molecules in your body have been on this planet since the beginning of time. They've witnessed 4 billion years of evolution. Would you do something with me right now? I want you right now I want you just to feel the blood flowing in your veins. Listen to your heart beating inside of you. The way hearts have beaten inside hominids for millions of years. Stretch out your hands. Feel the skin on your fingers. You're alive right now. Can you shout yes? Yes! People come to me and say, Brother Charlie, there's nothing we can do. The human race is doomed. I look them in the eye and I say, do you know you're an addict? You are addicted to the lie of powerlessness. You're injecting it into your mind. You're feeding it to your children. They ought to lock you up. You belong in a recovery program. Getting quiet on me. I don't say this with pride because I'm a recovering addict myself. I spent many years of my life shooting up powerlessness, getting hooked on hopelessness, freaking out on futurelessness. You see, these are the 3 lessnesses. Can you shout yes? Yes! These are the 3 lessnesses. And I believe they afflict each and every one of us here tonight. We all know what it's like to claw through the underbrush of terror. To have to struggle to hold on to your vision of a better world. There's brambles and prickly things. And over here there's a quagmire of overwhelmedness at the immensity of our global problems. Sometimes I feel myself sinking into that quagmire. So, oh no, it's all too big. What can one person do? And then I remember the amoeba. Shout yes. 3 billion years ago, did the amoeba say, I'm just an amoeba, what can I do? No, they evolved. So I lift myself up out of that quagmire. I'm ready for a rest. But do I get a rest? Oh no! Here comes the dragon of despair. So I wrestle with the dragon of despair. I wrestle that dragon down and I cast that dragon to one side. But am I safe now? Oh no! Here come the monster of conformity coming after that monster, trying to put me in a straitjacket, telling me don't make waves, don't challenge the status quo. Now, what do you do in a situation like this? At this point, you're so exhausted from the fight, and there comes the monster of deep depression. The monster of deep depression. I heard a man tell me last week, he said, I got so depressed about the world, I got so depressed about nuclear war, I was out of commission for 3 months, hardly couldn't get out of bed. You gotta wrestle these demons down. You gotta take that depression and put it where it belongs, and it belongs one place, under your foot. You are the victor, you're not the victim. Shout yes. All right, praise Darwin. When you're exhausted from the fight, when your body is covered with mud and slime from that quagmire, when you're bleeding from those pricklers, when you're winded and wounded, when everybody around you seems to be telling you to give up and die, what do? You call on your species' survival instinct. You feel the blood flowing in your veins. You listen to your heart beating inside of you. You call out to your primate ancestors. You say, hey, I'm in trouble, Australopithecus. Would you like to try that tonight? You just call it out real big. You say, hey, I'm in trouble, Australopithecus. I'm down for the count. You want to try another one? You try, help me, Homo erectus. Guide me, Ramapithecus. I don't want to betray millions and billions of years of evolution. Help me hang on to the thread of life, to the thread of evolution. Help me help it continue. Fill up my well with imagination and hope, this old well that's been stopped up by those lessnesses. You cry out, give me the courage to dream again.